The day the cruise ship sank, raging fire and thick smoke billowed. Everyone fought frantically for the last lifeboat spot. I clung to the railing, my knuckles white, but Serafina, right beside me, acted as if I wasn't even there. She frantically searched through the crowd for my younger brother, Caleb Stone. Finally, she shielded him in her arms and pushed him onto the lifeboat. When she looked back at me, the tenderness in her eyes vanished. Caleb isn't mentally stable. He can't handle this, but I'm your therapist. I know your willpower, it's incredibly strong. She promised. Once he's settled, I'll be right back for you. But even as the ship exploded, and I was dragged into the icy waves, my mind fading, before I completely sank, her figure never appeared. Years later, we met again. Serafina looked at the child I was holding, her eyes blazing red as she gripped my wrist. I told you to wait for me. How dare you have a child with another woman? 7 years later, I stepped onto the ferry heading for that very ocean again. The sea air tasted salty and raw, whipping up waves that crashed against the hull with a dull thud, an echo of that sinking ship's final wail 7 years ago. I stood on the deck, my son Leo's hand in mine. This time, it wasn't for sightseeing, but for a formal farewell to the past. I was back, a new man, Daddy. The ocean is so big. Leo looked up, his small face beaming with excitement, pointing at the distant seagulls. I ruffled his hair, smiling, the gloom in my heart lifting a little with his cheerful laughter. But that calm was shattered by a disbelieving female voice, Liam Stone. My body froze. The voice seemed to come from a century away, blurry and distant. I hadn't seen Serafina in 7 years. Instinctively, I pulled Leo closer, turning to duck into the cabin, but Serafina was faster. She lunged forward, gripping my wrist in an iron vise. I looked up, meeting those familiar eyes once. They held so much tenderness. Now, only raw fury burned there. Her gaze dropped to Leo beside me, her pupils instantly shrinking. A child? Her voice trembled. I told you to wait for me. Is this how you waited? How dare you have a child with another woman? She shrieked, drawing the stares of curious passengers around us. Leo, terrified by her distorted face, went pale. He clung to my leg, whimpering, Daddy, I'm scared. My heart ached. I pulled my son protectively into my arms and coldly yanked my wrist free. Ms. Blackwood, please show some respect. We're long past having any relationship. No relationship. Her bloodshot eyes were filled with mockery. Liam Stone, is your heart made of stone? I searched for you for 7 years. 7 years. You hid away, had a kid with some other woman. And now you're telling me we have no relationship? Before she could finish, a tall, slender figure rushed forward and tightly hooked an arm around hers. It was my dear brother, Caleb Stone. He looked at me, a flicker of venom flashing in his eyes. Bro, it's really you. We all thought you. He choked up mid-sentence, his eyes welling with tears at just the right moment. It's so wonderful you're alive. We took this ferry because Sierra wanted to come mourn you. We searched for you for 7 years. We thought you were already. He put on a performance of genuine emotion. Then his tone shifted, his gaze lingered on me ambiguously, and he spoke with clear insinuation. Bro, where have you been all these years? When the ship went down, did you get stranded on some deserted island all alone, with some wild woman? He didn't finish, but his